First, working-level talks between South Korea and Japan took place in Tokyo today over Japan's export curbs on high-tech materials to Seoul. We connect to our business correspondent Kim Hyesung on the line for more. Hyesung, what was the agenda and how did the meeting go?
Daeun, the meeting kicked off at 2 p.m. at Tokyo's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. Like you said, this was in fact the first meeting between South Korean officials and Japanese officials since Tokyo's trade restrictions went into effect last week. Two working-level officials from Seoul's Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy and two from Japan's equivalent sat down for talks. But while South Korea called it a meeting, Japan played it down, saying it was a, quote, briefing session, not a formal negotiation. In fact, a sheet of paper written with words briefing session was posted on a white chalkboard in the room. Japan's chief cabinet secretary said as much as this morning that it's a briefing session to explain Japan's stance on why it imposed the trade restrictions on three key materials used to make chips and displays by South Korean companies. The meeting started without a handshake or a formal greeting. If you look at the footage, it's apparent that the Korean delegation was given little hospitality, ushered into a small room with garbage still on the floor and chairs piled up behind. But the meeting did take longer than expected. South Korea's Trade Ministry was supposed to hold a press briefing here in Seoul at the government complex at 4:30 p.m. But as talks lasted longer, there has been no official announcement by the ministry about what was discussed as of now. Heading into the talks, South Korea did say it will demand an explanation for the trade restrictions and evidence for Japan's allegation that South Korea illegally exported sensitive items like hydrogen fluoride, which can be used to make chemical weapons to North Korea, and call on Tokyo to withdraw the export curbs. I'll have more updates for our next newscast when further details of the talks are announced. Back to you, Daeun.